Hey y'all, happy Monday, happy Sunday, Tuesday, whenever you're watching this. Happy day. It's so hard to make these videos sometimes, because making videos or having a YouTube or being on TikTok, social media, just having these resources as outlets can sometimes put you in spaces. I've always been a person, like, I've never put my whole life on social media. I just never been that type of person. I want to say way back 2018 is when I really started like making me videos, and it really had to do with it really was all based off of like the things that I was going through at that time. That's when I was like really channeling in with more than just a selfie, really being expressive, because I had never done that before. I'm still very cautious on anything that I post, anything that I put out there, because one, I don't want anything to be misinterpreted. I don't want my representation of me to be misinformed. It's just a lot of different ways on how I post or what I put out to the world. But when I started making these videos back then to like now, it's been so therapeutic. And I go through so much, whether it's being a mom, being a girlfriend, but being a girlfriend, being a bonus mom, being a worker, going to therapy, sports events. Like, I literally have so many different titles, and I go through a slew of situations in life that I know. Oops, sorry, I'm driving. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one going through these situations. I know I'm not the only one on this path of school or writing. Like, you could be writing a book, you could be starting again at the gym. Like, I know I'm not alone on these journeys, and I make these videos not just for the simple reminders of myself to look back on, but really just, I know we gonna create some type of like small community and come together and vibe and grow and just flourish. I just want to grow, continue to grow, and why not do it with people that are going through, or not even do it, but why not share it with people that are probably going through the same thing? And it's not easy to be open about your stories. It's not easy to showcase or just put certain things of your life that's so personal to you on display for people to thumbs down or to make a comment about or whatever. Like, we all have a story, and it took me 29 years to start telling mine. It took me 29 years to finally, start going to therapy. And I know we go through things, and God puts us through certain trials for a reason. And sometimes we don't even understand our placement. Like we don't understand our placement. We don't always know, like, why are we going through this, God? Why am I dealing with this again? Why is these certain situations continuously happening to me? And it's funny because God knows my heart. God knows that I struggle every day to be a better person. And it's not because I'm not a good person, because I am. But I'm hit continuously. And especially now, like, I'm in such a growing process. Like, I go to therapy weekly, and it's so many different things that I'm learning about me that we talk about it all the time. Like, a breakthrough is coming. Like, you're hit with all this because a breakthrough is coming. But it's like, I had to start working on me to even approach the breakthrough, to even be able to look on the other side like, dang, there is so much more green on the other side. There is sunshine and blue skies. Like, I'm going through all this for a reason, and God has been working on me. He's been molding me. He's been working, y'all. Like, I amaze myself every day. For the last 3.5 years, give or take, I don't know, there's been a certain bully that, I'm gonna just go with that, a certain bully that has just been really active. And for years, like, not years, but like those last 3 years, I was like, bite, 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 bite. Everything that this bully would do, I was biting. I was biting. I was biting. And in my mind, I felt I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was responding. I was reacting. Sometimes I would, take the higher road and think I was, making the right decision. But it really just took like a moment of stillness. Like, God is going to continuously He will allow you to keep making those same mistakes after already giving you everything to get out of that mistake. Does that make sense? Like, you can sit there and pray to God, God, why am I going through this? Why am I going through this? And, I just pray for, 1, 2, and 3 to align and things to get better and blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't stop at prayer. You have to do the work. You have to not just meet God halfway, but you can't expect to just ask, and then if He's giving you these resources and the opportunity to move, who has to move? It's you that has to make the action. God is great. God is amazing. And it's crazy because going through these trials with this bully had put me in a space to just, God, like, make it make sense. Like, how is this even happening right now? And God was like, worry about yourself. Keep focusing on you. Keep growing, and don't even react, because no reaction is a reaction. I started listening. I started opening up to people that God sent to me in my life. It really took for me to, like I said, sit still and really listen and really take in everything that was already placed there for me to get out of this situation, to better the situation, to work with the situation, to find the silver lining in this situation. It just took me to be still. That's it. And I say all that to say, today, or this past week, it's been kind of like another episode of this bully, and it was kind of like a test. Like, God was like, oh yeah, you thought this person was over, you thought this person wasn't gonna come again, surprise, they at work. And it was kind of just, what you gonna do? But it took me to just focus on me, to love me a little bit more, that as this bully goes to work today, or this past week, and continues to like marinate on different antics, I now know how to deal. I now know the ways of victory for myself. It's just that it's not a factor. It once played a factor. It once was a heavy stressor. Not anymore. Now I get a good laugh. Now it's just so much more peaceful, and it just really took, like I said, that focus, me sitting here listening and appreciating everything that was already sent to me to help me through any trial thrown at me. Like, that's all it took. That's all it took. And I'm just so thankful, because I feel like sometimes we just brush off the things that God put in our life to help us. We feel like we have to do these things alone. We feel that there's no way out. And it's, the answers are right in front of us half the time. Like, I won't even say half the time, majority of the time. If you just like listen, I just have to share that with y'all, because it's crazy to think that a person could still be going, batch crazy and doing, ridiculous actions and speaking out the side of their neck almost 4 years later. But I'm living proof. It's still happening. And sometimes, majority of the time, it ain't you, boo. Those battles and those evil words and those things that they come at you with is all a battle within themselves. And that's out of your control. And one thing that I live by is I can only respond on things that I have control over. And that's me. It took a minute, and I wasn't always in this space. But again, it took me to really do the work. Prayer included, but doing the work and listening and utilizing the resources that had always been in front of me. Some things are out of my control, and if I only have control of myself. I have control of my words. I have control of the things that I do, and that's what I have to focus on. I can't control a crazy person. I can't change mean words or lies that come out of other people's mouths. I can't. So why am I stressing over it? I'm not. And that's a choice. But it's all part of the growth. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, More Than a Mama. And don't forget to turn on that little bell to be notified when I'm talking my talk. Let's continue to grow, y'all. Have a blessed one.